Leah Remini has been a member of Scientology since she was a teenager. But since breaking with the church, she's been warning others to stay away and sharing her stories from the inside. Here's my Nightline co-anchor, Dan Harris.
I'm going to tell these stories in hopes that people wake up and go, okay, somebody needs to do something about this.
Leah Remini, a small screen star with a large personality, says she's now on a mission to expose the inner workings of the religion in which she was raised.
I'm not going to be intimidated. The church will get exposed, and I'm not going to stop.
Remini's running battle with the Church of Scientology reaching a whole new level this week with the airing of the first episode of her A&E docu-series, Leah Remini, Scientology and the Aftermath. In this 8-part series, Remini follows other former members of the church and tells their story.
I hope that this project at least validates your pain is real.
Remini's public feud with Scientology began in 2013 when she quit the church and escalated last year with the release of her book, Troublemaker, in which she described her life within Scientology. The church said the book was a pathetic quest to get publicity. As for her new show, the church insists it's full of lies and says it is doomed to be a cheap reality TV show, saying in a statement to ABC News, it is sad that Leah Remini wishes to exploit for money those who tirelessly worked to help her when no one else was willing to tolerate her behavior, adding that she needs to stop blaming the church.
She needs to move on with her life instead of pathetically exploiting her former religion, her former friends, and other celebrities for money.
Remini is now demanding $1.5 million from the church for what she tells The Hollywood Reporter is a response to the horrific and libelous letters that they sent about me. They were trying to stop the show from happening. They were trying to disparage my name.
When you stop people's lives and families, I'll stop too.
I sat down with Remini just last year. In this interview, she described the power and allure of the church for her when she joined as a child.
So for a kid who was always looking around, comparing herself to other people,
Yeah.
to be part of a faith where you had a mission to save
The planet.
save
the planet.
That must have been a big deal.
When she was a teenager, her mom, Vicky, a devoted Scientologist, enrolled Leah in the Sea Org, the uniformed, full-time religious order of the church. Leah and her family moved to the church's spiritual headquarters in Clearwater, Florida, called the Flag Land Base.
They provide room and board, and you work there and you sign a billion-year contract.
A billion-year contract.
Correct.
You, as a child, signed this contract.
Correct.
Scientologists believe in reincarnation and expect Sea Org members to continue working for the church after they come back.
What kind of work were you doing?
It could go from working in a laundry room to working industrial sanders to...
Industrial sanders?
The church says children are no longer admitted into the Sea Org. The church also says that Leah was dismissed for her inability to maintain the ethical standards related to fraternization, and that Leah even petitioned to stay but failed. After she left the Sea Org, Leah Remini and her family stayed in the church and moved to Los Angeles, and that is where she launched her acting career, scoring small roles in several popular TV shows like Cheers.
You're pregnant.
Carla, that is a rude and unfair thing to say.
I am pregnant.
Saved by the Bell.
I know when the cat's away, the mice will play.
And NYPD Blue.
We had a fight. He took a knife and he tried to murder me.
How helpful was Scientology in terms of getting your acting career started?
There's tools that are very, very helpful to you in your life, to you as an actor. I walked into a room where some people might feel, cower in front of a casting director. I wasn't.
And that confidence paid off when she landed the role of Carrie Heffernan on the CBS sitcom The King of Queens, which she says the church used to its advantage.
Now, not only am I a celebrity, bona fide, but I've also become an opinion leader in my church.
Remini says she first started to question Scientology in 2006 at the wedding of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. Upon arrival, Remini was captured by the paparazzi with her close friends Jennifer Lopez and then husband Mark Anthony. She says church officials took their Tom Cruise adulation to such a level that it made her deeply uncomfortable. She says she was also annoyed by what she saw as ham-handed efforts to separate her from her friend Jennifer Lopez by having them travel in separate vehicles and sit at different tables.
I could only assume because they wanted to make Jennifer a Scientologist. Maybe I was barring that road for them.
The church told ABC News in regards to the wedding, every claim Ms. Remini has made is not only untrue, but ridiculous and stupid. For her part, Remini says what she saw at that wedding was enough for her to take a radical step. She says she filed a wide-ranging internal report complaining about various Scientologists at the wedding.
You left the wedding on a mission to save Scientology.
Right. I thought, I now see where the cracks are in our church.
But to her dismay, she says she arrived home and learned that numerous Scientologists had filed reports on her.
That I had disrupted the wedding, that I basically destroyed the wedding.
Remini says she had crossed two pillars of Scientology, Tom Cruise and the chairman of the board, David Miscavige, and that she was now being taken to task. She says she was subjected to a series of expensive interrogations using church technology known as an e-meter. She had to pay for those sessions herself, she says.
Basically, they were just trying to get me to recant what I said, to apologize for ruining the wedding of the century.
Why didn't you just leave?
I wasn't ready to leave the church.
She remained in the church for a time, but she says an inexorable process had been set in motion, leading her and her family to finally quit in 2013, and then to her writing her book. And now it all appears to be culminating in this new show on A&E, which Remini says she hopes will provoke real change in Scientology. For Nightline, this is Dan Harris in New York.